Hi again, I'm back. As I said, I'm going to go through and do quite a few. My camera never seems to be central. I was quite a bit out of shot on the last one, so I'm going to try my best to stay in. So I'm not voicing over these are just me. So if I sniff a lot, I do apologise in advance. I am got a bit of a sore throat and I'm feeling a bit meh. So yeah, I'm not voicing over. Probably should voice over because I sound a bit hoarse as well, but it doesn't matter either way. Going in with the tips again. I'm going to do some more foils. And I'm using Neos this time. I've got their Serious Black and I'm using a blank canvas, stunning neutral. And the foil I'm using as well today is from Charlie's again, and it's this black background with these florals again, and some more florals. This is quite, I think this is quite oriental. To me it is anyway. So yeah, we're going to go in with those. So let's crack on. I'm going to do two main shot now. Right, I'm going to do 2 nails of this blank canvas. It's very pale. It's a beautiful colour. It is actually a bit on the yeah, blank canvas, which is what I wanted. I'm gonna have 2 coats, and I'm going to do another one. I mean, at this point, I'm really not sure. This bloody black bit. What kind of design I'm going for. I think I'm just going to wing it. So that's 2 of those. I'm going to do a full one of a Serious Black. I might just do 1 coat because this is going to have a full coverage of the foil. This is such a beautiful black. It doesn't feel sticky to work with, like my gel bottle one is like tar. This is really smooth. Yeah, look at that. That's just 1 coat. That is, I'm only going to do 1 coat. Right, I'm going to pop them in the lamp while I think about what I'm going to do with the other 2 and get this blob of gel off my glove. I'm just going to have a slurp of coffee. Oh, that's a good one. Right, I think I've decided I'm going to do the blank canvas again. Oh god, this bit's everywhere. Main shot. Yeah, I'm going to do the blank canvas, and then with these 2, I'm going to go down the centre with Serious Black. Something knocking. Can you hear that tapping noise? Something's knocking as I'm moving on the desk. Right. I'm going to cure them and I'm going to be back in a minute because I'm going to do the second coat off of camera. Okay, so while all the nude ones, this has still only had 1 coat, I'm going to wipe off the tacky layer. I won't get much of a tacky layer with these, I don't think. And then I'm going in with my Sparkle Supplies Foil Me Glow. Let's just make sure that's dry. Do full coverage of this. Let's take a bit of excess off. Okay, so that's going to have a cure. Right, so I've cut a bit of the foil out. I'm just going to place that right over the nail and get it in the centre first. Just give that a good rub. I'm going to get my tool, this little cuticle silicone one, and just really rub that in, and let's see how this one turns out. It's the first time I've used this one apart from on a swatch stick. When I did it on a swatch stick I didn't put a colour underneath, so this looks like it's going to be slightly darker than the actual colour, so let's have a look. Yeah, it is quite a bit darker actually. That's a bit annoying. Okay, that is quite dark, darker than I wanted it, but it's still quite pretty. Yeah. So that one's ready for a top coat. These two have all also had two coats, and I have wiped off the tacky layer. Now, I was going to go in with the black. I don't know whether to do the black now. I'm really not sure. Or do I go and just do... Because it's not as... It's a bit darker than I wanted it. I did literally want... And I thought the black would have... Do you know what? I'm just going to see... I'm going to do a full coverage of one of these because I want to see what the colour is going to be like underneath. So yeah, I'm going to go, yeah, I'm going to do a full coverage of this because I want to have a look, see which one's better. Obviously I chose the black because of the black background that the foil has, and obviously like most we do try and match it up to the colour underneath, so if you miss anything you don't see it, but that is quite a bit darker than I wanted it to be. It's still nice but not quite what I wanted, so let's see what it looks like with just the, let's take a bit more of this foil off while that's cooking in the lamp, and then we can see what it's like with the nude colour. So let's have a look. So just, it's getting shot. Which way around? Right, okay, so I'm going to put that on. And then you can see then what I prefer. Let's see what the colour this comes out like. Looking at it, don't know. But obviously now, because we've not got the black underneath, we want to make sure that we've got the full cover. See, that's quite, oh, okay. Let's have a look. Now that's better. Right, okay, so that is much better than, you can see the colours now. This is the one with the nude underneath. This is the one with the black underneath. So in this instance, for this foil, you don't need black underneath if you want those colours to pop. This one is so much nicer. So yeah, I'm glad I did that. Yeah, I'm very glad I did that because that is much nicer. I like that one. Right, so I'm going to get rid of that. So I've decided then I'm just going to do the 4 tips. Saves me messing about. So that one's just now going to be ready for a top coat. So I'm just going to pop that one out of the way. And now I need to decide what I'm going to do with these, because I think I'm still going to do, let me get my brush clean. I'm still going to do the bit down the middle. So I'm going to get my foil glow. I'm going to do a blob on my palette. Keeping my palette out of the way this time because I felt on the last video all you could see was my flipping palette. Right, so in fact probably yeah, let's just get on with it. Let's just do, I'm just going to do a centre. This is the foil glow. And I have wiped the tacky layer this time. It's very difficult to see though now. So I'll try and get it as good as I can. I want a stripe down the middle, but I want it quite thick, but I'm just working at it slowly until I'm happy with the thickness that I want. Like I say, it's getting difficult to see where my lines are. I suppose I could have done them a matte top coat first, and I may have seen it a little better, but we're just going to roll with it. Let's see what happens. You can always tidy up the sides anyway with some acetone if you're not happy. Trying to see if I can see where that is. Oh, I'm going to pop that in the lamp and let's give that a whirl. And I'm going to do the same. Actually, I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to go, I was going to do 2 that way, vertically. But I'm going to do a horizontal one instead now because my design in my head has completely changed because we've not used the black. So again, I want it quite thick because we do want to be able to see the foil. Take that up a little bit thicker. Is it straight? Probably not. Okay, right, I'm going to put that in the lamp. Let's get this one out. Right, I've got a bit of leftover foil on this one, so I'm going to whack that straight down the centre. There's my tool. Let's give that a rub. Oh, that's completely come off. Okay, that was pretty straight anyway. I'll just wipe up those bits in a moment because we are going to go in with some more detail. And then this one, let's see what I've got left. I like to use what I've got left if I can. That might be too... Right, I'm going to cut a tiny bit more off. Just a dinky bit. Make sure I get a flower on there. Going this way. I've done it too thin now, but I have. No, it's all right. Let's get that on. Oh, damn it. Let's get it on. Just rubbing this bit with my finger. Okay, right. I'm going to do a bit of cleaning up. Bit of acetone on my brush because I want these bits to go away. Now we're going to do some sticking. So as simple as that, we can just tidy it up a little bit at least. That's quite nice. And do the same with this one as well. Just get rid of those bits that had obviously stuck. She's just quite loose anyway. Not too worried. We are going to do some line work anyway. Okay, so that's that one. That's that one. That's that one. Now what do I do on this one? So if I put that one there, that one there, I don't know what to do on this one. Should I do another full coverage now, do you think? Because it is pretty, isn't it? I'm clutching at straws now because I did have 5. I might just do another tip. Right, give me a sec and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I decided to just do another tip because I did have 5 in mind anyway, and now I've had to swatch up my design a little bit. It would have made it odd, and I'm not very good with odd, so I'm going to do the same as the one before and do a vertical stripe with the foil glue. Making sure that's quite where I want it. So hard to see. Okay, like I say, I can always clean them up after. Right, so I'm going to cure that. I'm just going to get a bit more foil glue on my palette as well because I'm running out. So a bit more there. And then on the one that I've just done, this has had the 2 coats. I'm just going to wipe off the inhibition layer. Just dry that off at the back. Sec. Right, and then with this one as well, we're going in horizontally like I did with the other one. Make sure it's thick enough. And as straight as I can get it. Okay, that's going in the lamp. So back out with this one. Let's see if I can use a bit more of this excess foil without wasting it. I'm just going to pop that on there, give that a rub. There we are. And again, I will go in and tidy that up as well. And let's get this one. Let's see if I've got any excess here that I can use. Hate wasting. Trouble is, it's going to be the wrong way around. Not that it matters. Right, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to whack that bit on there. Give that a rub. See what we get. Just get those corners. Okay. Let's clean that up again. Where are these bits? Again, not too fast. Let's try and straighten that bit up a bit. Okay, I'm going to leave that like that. And then I'm just going to do the same on this one. Just neaten those sides up a little bit. I was going to do some line work, and I've decided I'm going to go in with some striper tape. Again, stuff I've got that I barely use, so I thought, oh, why not? And if you remember on my Shein haul, I got one of those these. So this is what that looked like. I'm thinking I'm going to have to get some pieces sort of to fit in between to stop them from, or I'll just buy some more for, we'll see. So this is what, I mean, if you don't mind it looking a mess like that, then be okay. So I'm going to get the colour I want, and I want this black one that's here. I think it's black. I'm just going to take all the stuff sticking to it as well. Let's see where it is. Oh, right, so this is going to be annoying, isn't it? But hey, if you don't know, you don't know. And it's, I can show you what it is like. I'm sure there's two stuck together there, isn't there? Right, let's just whack it off. Pull it off, pull it off. Let's get these other bits out of the way. They've all a bit of crisscrossed, didn't they? Right, okay, give me a sec. I'm going to come back. What I did was just pull a bit off. Quite a big bit. And I'm literally just going to place a bit each side and just snip it off, and I'll tidy them up as I go. Just want to get them. I'm just going to place them on for now. I'm going to do the same with this one. I want it there. I'm just going to leave myself a bit of room to play with if I need it. So come here. I've got two stuck together now. I thought I had. Green, I want green. Right, and bit on that one. more awkward with your gloves. So I'm going to give myself some room. So I'm just going to pop them on for now. I need some more tape. Stick into my glove. Pop that one on there, because I think I'm going to take my gloves off and get a bit more tape. About that much. And I have got not the stripy tape, the other one, flexi tape. I know flexi tape's definitely better, but I've got loads of this stuff, so I thought, well, you've got to use it, haven't you? Right, so I'm just going to take my gloves off because it just keeps sticking to my gloves. I'm just going to give my hands a bit of a sanitize, because once they take your gloves off, they get a bit sticky, don't they? So I'm just going to sanitize my hands. Right, so I'm just going to get this as neat as I can now. And as straight, because it's very thin anyway, so not much room for much error. Happy with that. Actually, I'm happy with that one as well. I think I just want to lightly move that over a tad. Okay, yeah, okay, I'm going to just snip slightly short. Barely anything on that one. Oh, there it is. Because if you do it slightly shorter, you'll be able to seal them in with your top coat, whereas if you don't, they're just going to peel off. So if you're on a client, you want to make sure that it's cute. So that's that one done. Let's tidy this one up now. Let's see. As soon as you're happy, just get them snipped off. As we all know, stripy tape can be fiddly. Not sure. Happy with that. Snip, snip. Just neatens up those edges as well, doesn't it? So that's that one. Let's go with this one. Like I say, you could always do this with a gel paint, and I was going to do it with a gel paint, but then remembered I've got all these stripy tapes, those things that get shoved in your drawer that you forget about. So I do want to try and use some of these products that I've got. Rather than, okay, I'm happy with that. Take a tiny bit more off there. Let's get rid of these bits. Just give that a bit of a squeeze, make sure that it's on. And the last one, one I definitely want to just get my tweezers, just move that over like so. Snip that one off. It's quite long on this side, so I'm gonna, so I can see what I'm doing on the other side. Snip a bit more. Actually, I think that one. Okay, I'm happy with those. Let's get the bits off my. Take that tiny bit more off there because it's sticking out. Okay, happy with that. So now all that's left is a top coat. So because I've used the Urban Graffiti, I'm going to go and use their top coat, which I absolutely love their top coat. So I'm going to whiz through this, guys, and come back in the end to show you the finished look. Whiz through these. I am making sure that I get these sides where the still some black coming off there, isn't there? Where the stripy tape is. Make sure they get those sealed in. So I'm going to do this on all of them and I'll be right back. Right, so they've all had their top coat, guys. Here is the finished look. I love them. They turned out, I'm so glad I did the nude rather than the black, because yeah, and I'm glad you was there to see it as well. So yeah, if you use this foil, definitely use a nude colour underneath. So we break the rules occasionally, you know, you don't have to, because the majority of it is black. You automatically assume that you want to put a black underneath it, but not in this case. Yeah, they turned out stunning. I love them. I would definitely wear them on my nails. Yeah, hope you like this video. Another foil one. I'm going to do another one now. So yeah, please give me a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing. That would be amazing. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.